everyone. Welcome to Zynemis's 15-minute education. The idea behind these videos is to create little short segments just to kind of teach you some more of the basic usage of your computer or laptop. I am the owner of Zynemis. My name is Chris. I started this mess of a business back in 2006 while still in high school, as people kept coming to me asking questions about computers. Since then, we've dove into a lot of other kind of things that we work on now, not really computers as much anymore. However, daily on the IT side of the industry, I still get pretty common questions about very simplistic tasks. So I did want to take a second to go over a few of the very simple things. We'll create different little tutorials on how to do certain things, but I figured let's start with the very basic of your desktop and your terminology. I'm sure many of you have been on the phone with an IT person, maybe at work or something of that nature, and they're, click on your start menu, or what do you see on your taskbar? And you're kind of like, what in the world are they talking about? Well, we're going to show you today. We're going to show you a little of your desktop, some of the terminology, how to find things, and where Windows likes to hide things. Do keep in mind, this is on a Windows 10 device, so that's also known as your operating system. If you are using Windows 7, I highly recommend an upgrade, as that is no longer supported and can become potentially a security threat. If you need help doing this, by all means contact us, support@zynemis.com, or your local IT person. To get that fixed. Do bear with us. We are pretty new at making these videos. We just wanted to put something out to help people. And this long introduction will only happen in this one video. After this, we'll hope that you kind of get the point, that we're just trying to create a little video to help people out. So, without further ado, let's get started. As you can see on my main screen, we're on our desktop. The background, which you see says Zynemis with a 15-minute education, learning your desktop and terminology. That is called a wallpaper. It can be changed. Many of you, if you have not changed it, will probably see something like a Windows logo or some sort of beautiful beach scenery that we all wish we could be at instead of at work. This wallpaper is customizable. You can change it, set it to other things. You can even have auto change out, so if you got pictures of the kids, grandkids, things of that nature that you want to see, you can set things of that nature. I did want to show everyone this black bar at the bottom is called the taskbar. Now mine is black, yours could be a different color. Windows allows quite a bit of customizing. This is my everyday computer, so it is pretty much toned right down to me. I cleaned up a few things in order to show all of you fine people. So this is your taskbar. This is where open programs are, and then you can pin icons to this so that they're always there. So most of you will probably have some of these very basic items, like this is just your plain email. Please note this is not Outlook. It is often confused. This is an email client that Windows has given out for free with their operating system if you want to sync up maybe your Gmail or Google or something of that sort. Right next to it we have a folder icon. This is your good old-fashioned My Computer, as many of you well know back in the day. You can click this and it'll open up all your folders, documents, and if you need to find things in there, that's how you browse your folders and files. Right next to it is the Microsoft Windows Store. So think of this kind of like an app store. So on your phones, your iPhone or your Android, you have some sort of an app store to go download things. Windows created somewhat of the same for your desktop. It's not always recommended, but sometimes you can find some pretty handy, pieces of software in there. For example, I use Facebook Messenger quite often for business. I interact with clients. You're welcome to message me anytime through Facebook at Zynemisco. And you can install little things like that just to make life slightly easier for you. Do bear in mind, installing too many things will slow your PC down just as though it would your phone. Right next to it, you can see the Microsoft Edge. This is the new version of Internet Explorer. This has taken the world by surprise. It is an amazing web browser, highly recommended. It's built very similar to Google Chrome, even on part of their foundation, which is surprising by Microsoft. I use Firefox. As you can see, I already have it open, so we can go over a few things to discuss, this, that, and the other. Don't mind my timer and my screen recording software there. But on our taskbar, you notice we have a search box here. And then over on our right side, we have little icons that are telling us stuff. So here, these are your notifications. You can click on it. There's notifications in there, things of that nature. You have your time and date. You can also click on that for a handy calendar. Then you've got your speakers. So this I did want to talk about. A lot of times you'll have a laptop and say you plug it into that box that IT gave you at work and your speakers aren't working. Or you have a monitor that's supposed to have sound but is not playing any sound for you. A lot of times you can click on this sound icon and there's different ways of changing. Like, see, I have 3 different devices that can play audio from my computer. So I have a TV as another screen for playing videos for my team. And so you can select back and forth of which device you want to play your audio. And then, of course, your standard volume controls here. Right next to it, this microphone is telling us that my microphone is in use. So if you see that and you don't expect it to be in use, that definitely take a look around and see what's recording your voice. A lot of times there's other icons that get hidden in here. For example, this is a VPN. This is something of USB that's plugged into my computer, maybe a flash drive, or in the words of Tina Fey, a computer sticky thing. So there's all sorts of stuff. Sometimes you'll be on the phone with an IT person. They're asking, oh, do you see this icon? Well, if not, it might be hidden in that little arrow there. Moving on. So on our desktop, we have our icons, which I'm sure most of you are quite familiar with. Normally, if you install some sort of software, you automatically get some sort of an app that comes up in here. So you can open these up, you can edit these, you can delete them, you can move them, you can put them wherever you like. You can have Windows automatically arrange them for you, which is a very, very helpful process. So a lot of times when you're talking to an IT person, they'll tell you to open your start menu. Well, some people are like, what in the world is that? Because it doesn't say start anymore. But it is this lovely little Windows icon here. And you can click on it, and here's all sorts of software options. Here's your power options. You can click on your name to log in or out of different things. You can open your documents, pictures, and settings just conveniently from right here. Then you have all of your stuff in here, but instead of having to scroll through all this, you can click in this search bar and say we want Outlook. You can simply type Outlook, and there it is. So a lot of times I get a call pretty much daily, oh, Outlook's not installed on my computer. It is, it's just hiding over here, which you can right click until it's pinned to your taskbar, and you'll notice it shows up down here. Then it is always there for you to quickly click on. I personally don't use Outlook, so I'm going to go ahead and remove that. Your wallpapers, or if you're tired of looking at the same boring background at work every day, you can right click anywhere on the screen and click personalize. This will open up a little settings. Here's some of your stuff here. You'll see some of my former images. Don't mind the Titanic. I'm a huge fan of the actual ship, not the movie. But you can change it from picture to slideshows of your own pictures. Then you can tell it when to change. We can change to some of Microsoft's backgrounds, which I'm not seeing in here, which is rather surprising. You can change the background colors, and you'll notice it changes as we're going throughout the process. So that is always a nice feature. No more having to find the save button and put all these settings in here. I'm going to go ahead and set this back to our background. You also have your lock screen, which many of you are very familiar with. Let's see if we can find the old-fashioned one. There it is. Many of you know this screen right here, waiting for you to log in. You can change that. That is the very helpful part of everything. You can change those. You can go through. Windows gives you some pretty nice pictures that you can choose from, and you can change them. You can have Windows change them. All sorts of settings to play with. You can change your taskbar settings. I'm sure you've been on somebody's computer and you see where the taskbar goes away and then reappears when you move the mouse around. That is what the automatically hide the taskbar is. So if you click on it, mine went away, as you can tell, but if I hover down here, it pops back up. Personally, that is very annoying to me, so I don't use that feature. But for many of you, especially if you do presentations often, that is a very handy thing to use. One final thing is a lot of times this taskbar gets moved into some very strange places. And this happens quite often. It happens on accident. Gets moved all over the place. I'm sure you've been on your computer and see, what in the world? Why is it on the side? Yeah, that's quite frustrating. I understand. I've gotten mine moved around like that a few times. Putting it at the top can be helpful. That's also annoying. And if this ever happens to you, the best way to fix it is somewhere in the blank area. Just click and drag wherever you want to put it, and it's there. Now, if you're watching this and think, oh, I would rather move it, I would like it at the top, and you keep trying to do this and it's not moving, you can just right click and hit your taskbar settings and make sure lock the taskbar is turned off. That will allow you to move it around. In my case, I don't want it moving, especially by accident. I'm quite busy all the time. I can't handle things being moved around, so I'm going to turn mine back on. So with that back on, I can't move this thing around any longer. As you can see, it won't move anywhere. And that's how we want to keep it going. That's it for today's little 15-minute education. Very, very short, very quick way to show you what your desktop is and some of the terminology that goes with it. I know a lot of people I just have no idea what is going on, or some people, they feel ignorant when somebody else comes along and shows them all this stuff. And well, I understand. Believe it or not, I'm in those shoes daily, and I am in IT. It happens. So take our little lessons, learn, pass them along to friends, coworkers, help them out. Nobody likes calling the IT guy. I personally understand that. And plus, they're not always in a good mood. I'm sure you've dealt with that a time or two. Feel free at any time. We do offer some very quick question answering, free of charge. If you got a quick question, just shoot us an email at support@zynemis.com or visit our website, zynemis.com, and there's a quick question field right on there. And you can just fill it out, send it to us. One of our techs will respond, typically within a few minutes, can go up to an hour. Please note, on the weekends, we're not answering them unless they're urgent priority. If you're a business owner and you're seeking some quality IT service without the payroll, by all means, let me know. Support at zynemis.com or visit our website, and we'll help you out. We'll talk, we'll set up something and get you set up. Our primary focus is IT services and web design. So again, if you got a terrible website or know of somebody that needs a new website, let us know. We'll beat anybody's price, and that's practically a guarantee. We're always running specials. Join our Facebook page, facebook.com/zynemisco. We post lots of advertisements on there, new videos, so be sure to like our page. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button on our YouTube channel. That way you'll know when we post new educational videos. Coming up, we're going to do some hour-long classes informing you of internet security, how to browse websites without getting caught in some sort of strange spam or hacker or all that other good stuff that the news likes to scare us about. That said, if you guys have any questions, hit us up, support@zynemis.com. We're very friendly. We're happy to help. No question is stupid. If we do tend to get a whole lot of the same question, we'll make a video about it so that we can educate everyone at one time. It's annoying having to get on a video or having to email somebody and wait for a reply. We totally understand. But thanks again for watching. Hope you enjoy. If you have any other comments or questions, by all means put it in the comment. We're here to help. Just let us know.